Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie, and that's Ed Sheeran.
What's up?
Just
How you
hanging
doing?
on the couch.
Good.
So you're back in Seattle now for
Yeah.
this album.
Yeah,
'cause
welcome
you
back.
filmed Shape of You here.
I did, yeah, I did. And Jenny, actually, the girl from it, she's coming. She's coming down today.
I was going to
Yeah.
ask if she was going to come to the show because that was
Yeah.
a huge thing for
The
everyone in
whole
Seattle.
video team are coming down.
That's-
They're
yeah.
all-
So how did it end up in Seattle? How did you
Yeah,
end
why
up shooting
us?
the video here?
Well, it was. Do you know what? It's a long story, but Jason Koenig and Jenny, they did all the Macklemore videos, and I was a Macklemore fan. 2013, we're at the VMAs. They were nominated for some awards, and I was sat next to Jason, and he was like, "Well, I make music videos," and I was like, "Cool. Well, this is my music video director, and I always work with him. So sorry, man, but we can be friends." So we just started hanging out, and you know, he's come on tour just to hang, or like when I've been in studio, he's come just to hang, and then it got to December last year, and I was meant to be shooting this video. This guy had this crazy idea of me jumping out of a plane, skydiving, singing it backwards. And last minute, I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I don't want to jump out of a plane. So they were like, well, you have to think of an idea within a day then. And I was like, the only person I know that can pull off a video within a day is Jason. So I got in touch with Jason. He's like, man, you got to fly to Seattle to do it. And I was like, more than happy doing that.
Okay, good.
Here's the
Because
thing,
we
though.
loved it. Everyone in Seattle was like, this is the coolest thing ever. We loved that.
If you want to take a rain check on the whole jumping out of a plane thing, we're giving away trips. So if you want, just come with us.
I hate heights so much, man.
Why
like
did you sign up for that idea in the first place?
because they put it on the table. They put that, and they said this will be the best music video of the year, and you will win awards for this. And I looked at it and I was like, you sure? And they were like 100%, and I was like, cool, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then like when I started thinking about it, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Still nominated for a VMA though, for Shape of You without jumping out of a plane.
Without jumping out of the plane,
So
yeah.
good.
Just getting flipped by a sumo wrestler.
Yeah, that.
I got really hurt after that video because they kept getting me. I was running at him, and they said, right, you only have to do it once. Run full pelt at him and then get knocked to the floor. And so I did it, ran full pelt, knocked to the floor, got whiplash, and was sitting there like, oh, I'm glad they caught that. And they were like, oh, the camera wasn't rolling. And I was like, you guys are obviously joking, right? And they were like, no, we're not.
So how many times did you have to do it?
I did it twice.
Twice.
Okay, not too bad.
Second time with whiplash.
So
Yeah.
Divide, I have to say, is the first album I have listened to in full since I was 13 and listening to Sum 41. I'm telling you, there's just something about it where it's like you listen to the whole thing, you're like, this is what Ed's been doing for the last like 2 years. Now I know where the heck he's been. And
Was it with the Sum 41 All Killer No Filler as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That's the album.
it's cool because you can tell that you actually put time into this and that taking a breather is something that worked for you, and other people should kind of take a page out of the book sometimes.
Yeah, I think some records you have to put that amount of time in. The next record I'm doing, I kind of just want to do it and then just get it out, more of a kind of just a reflection of how I'm feeling at that specific time rather than a year. But like I think like every now and then you have to put a lot of time into a record. Yeah.
Well, and we're going to get to the next album. I know you're still working on this one, but one of the reasons I think the album is doing so well, and just you do so well, is you're one of the few people that still tells stories in a song. There's a timeline to a lot of your songs. You're telling a story instead of just words that sound good together with a cool beat.
Yeah, well,
And
I think
I'm an old school hip hop guy, so I like people telling stories.
I
and
think
that's
you
why I like the album.
I think you still have to have songs like that. I think like Shape of You doesn't really say anything,
Yeah,
but
well,
so,
yeah,
but
that's the one.
so you do have to have songs like that that But I think an album. I think if an album has 3 songs like Shape of You, and then the rest can all be stories, you can kind of get away with it.
But weren't you not even going to keep Shape of You for yourself?
Yeah, like for me, like I really like it now. Like I love
now.
I love
So do we.
I love
Hindsight is great.
I love performing it. But for me, it was never like as soon as I made it, because I didn't make it for me. I didn't write it with me in mind. So like I never could put myself in that thing.
The rumor that we heard was it was originally going to Rihanna.
I wrote it for Rihanna, but I
Okay.
didn't.
So crazy.
But I didn't send it to her.
Oh.
Like before I sent it to her, my label
She
was.
pissed?
I think no, because I've seen her since, and I think she thinks that I did, and she was like, "Oh, like we never heard the song," and I was like, "Yeah, well, we didn't send it. I'm sorry."
But you didn't get it? Wait.
Yeah.
It's Gmail.
The next, so obviously you have plus, multiply, divide.
Yeah.
Now my question is, the next album could either be subtract or minus, and I'm not sure where you're going to go with it.
Or equals.
Or
We
equals.
Just skip it.
Or equals. Or
Or we
pi.
go to
Have
a
you
whole
figured
new
that out yet?
Or
subject.
pi. I know
Like
exactly what the
English
next album's
reading.
going to be, but and I'm sure everyone else knows exactly what the next album's going to be. But I still like to have a little
Okay,
bit
no,
of
that's fine.
element of surprise, even if it's just the title isn't minus or subtract. You know.
But after math, like, where do you go next? Do we go to a new subject? Are you going to do science?
There's
Like, what's
5
gonna
more
happen?
things after those 5 things. Don't worry. And as soon as I release the first album of that, you'll be like, oh, I know exactly what the other ones are going to be called.
Huh.
So we got a total of 10 albums at some
Making
point.
us think. I thought I was done doing math, and then Ed Sheeran comes in and does this to me.
I failed maths at school. I failed maths. I was never good at maths.
So your
Me neither.
teachers
I
are
was
happy
terrible.
now.
And the problem is with these albums, you go into radio interviews and then they go, right, so we got this maths challenge for you. What's this times this plus this divided by this? Like,